Hi and welcome back to Kanji Master. I'm trying something a bit different today. I bought a Wacom tablet and now I'm going to be able to draw on my computer, which is great. I forgot to buy a voice recorder though. Well, I've got one, but I haven't got a microphone for it today. So that'll be the next improvement. So apologies for the crappy audio. It's raining really heavy today here. So you probably hear quite a bit of that in the background. I apologise. Anyway, for the first kanji we're looking at today is the kanji for ray or light. The onyomi reading is ko, and the kunyomi reading is hakaru or hakari. To draw it, it's quite simple. It's just 6 strokes. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and clear. If you break it down into parts, you've got 2 sort of fins, and then you've got the lid with legs. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one because you think about light. But if you imagine our severed legs with the helmet running around, last time we saw him was at the airport. Well, now he's got those fins that our friend at who likes to do public speaking, our moo cow friend, and somehow when this guy puts the fins on his feet and he claps his feet together, a ray of light shoots out. So these characters are building on themselves. The strange stories are getting stranger and stranger, but hopefully that helps you remember. On to the next one. I thought I'd better teach this kanji because it's a kanji that appears in kunyomi over here. Kunyomi over here. So the onyomi reading for it is kun or kin, and the kunyomi reading is oshi from oshieru, the yom from yomu, and the kun from kun zuru, meaning to use the Japanese reading. Essentially, this kanji means instruction or Japanese character reading or explanation or read. It's the less common kanji for read. Anyway, so to draw it is just to draw the kanji for speak or say, sorry, and then river, and that's it. It's a bit sloppy obviously on this, but you got the correct kanji above it. That's the stroke order. To remember this, you have to think that this is like to say into a river, but maybe Japanese character reading is traditional meaning, and maybe back in the day Japanese people, they definitely didn't do this, but maybe when they were writing, they finished writing, they traditionally would put their paper in the river and send it down the river. What they say would go into the river. That was the traditional Japanese reading, the kunyomi reading. It's a bit far-fetched, but this is a character that you'll see literally every day if you tune into this channel, because it's going to be sitting right there on your screen. So look out for this one. That's supposed to be an arrow. Still getting used to this software. It's a terrible arrow. On to the next one. Okay, so the next kanji we're going to look at is for generation, world, society, or public. The onyomi reading is se, or set, or so, as in seikai. Seikai, as in the world. The kunyomi reading is yo, as in yo no naka, meaning society, or sanju. It's a pretty simple kanji to draw. I'll just draw it normally first. We've got the one line going across. 1, 2, 3. It's 5 lines altogether. If you break it down, I think it actually looks like, here, it looks like a T and a U. And you sort of join them together. There's your U, and you finish your T off. TU. So it's just those 2 letters, pretty simple if you put them together. If we can imagine that we're up to what generation, the millennials now, something like that, or the, I don't know what we're called. Generation X, Generation Y, and then, I don't know, who knows what it's called. But anyway, I'm thinking it's going to talk about Generation TU, which is the next one coming up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. TU for Turtles. The new generation is Mutant Turtles. Remember that stroke order? It's a little bit of a strange one. 1, 2, and then 5. You'll see this one a lot though, and I'm sure it'll come up again very shortly. On to the next one. Next we have the kanji for negative, non, bad, ugly, or clumsy. This is very unhappy kanji. The onyomi reading is fu or bu, like fuse, or fuitsu, which is a strange one. It means yours sincerely. To draw it, it's quite simple. Just a line across the top. Diagonal line straight down, and one off to the right. One way you can remember this is it looks a lot like the kanji for under, but it's not because it has this extra one. So it's not. It's not. So it's negative. It's the not for the under. It sounds a little weak, but actually I've got that that story from Wanikani. I couldn't think of one for myself for this one actually, but that's how they've remembered it. I think it just, if you can just remember that that's under and it's sort of, it's not under but it's close. Just done a whole bunch of times. That's one other thing I was going to recommend everyone else do, is start drawing these kanji over and over again. It does help you remember. And that's all there is for that one, I think. It's very common and it will come up again and again and again anytime there's sort of a negative word. You'll see this at the front of it. On to the next one. The next kanji we're looking at here is the kanji for capital. The onyo meridian is kyo, as in Kyoto, kei and kin. And the kunyo meridian is miyako, meaning metropolis. That's usually used with another kanji, so I wouldn't worry too much about that one. To draw it, it's pretty simple. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you haven't already done so, you can break it down into 2. Our shape for the lid, our shape for the mouth, and the kanji for small. This means capital, so when we're breaking it down, try to remember these 3 radicals. If you put a lid on your small mouth, we might be able to get to the capital. Imagine you are traveling in a car with a very, very hungry child, and they just keep eating everything. They're so hungry they're even eating the car itself that you're traveling to the capital in. So you have to put a lid on the mouth, on their little kid's mouth, stop them from eating everything, and so that way you can make your way to the capital. It's the kanji in Kyoto. We haven't learned to yet, but we have learned to meaning east, so we can draw that one. There you have it. New capital of Japan, Tokyo. East capital, Tokyo. On to the next one. And the last kanji for today means fit, not physically fit, as in nicely fit, like a suit nicely fits you, suits you, as it were. It also means to join. The onyo meridian is go or ka, like ga suru, to unite. The kunyo meridian is ao, like suits you, atteru. Or what else? Or awasu, to join together, to match, to unite, or to combine. If you draw it, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not the best, but there you go. It's the 3 elements, pretty easy to break down. It's a hat, and a 1, and a mouth. If you imagine something so strange, someone having 1 mouth is not so strange. But if you can imagine that they originally had 2 mouths, and they get some surgery and they get rid of it, now they only have 1 mouth. They put their shiny new farmer's hat on, they head out the door, and someone compliments them. So that really suits you, having 1 mouth. And there's the person who lifts up their hat and says, "Thank you very much." Remember that they're wearing their hat, and their 1 mouth suits them very much. And that's it. That's a pretty lame story, I apologize, but I think that's like the 45th most used kanji, so I'm sure we'll be seeing it again and again. That's it for today. Thanks for joining us. Hope you like the new format. See you guys again tomorrow. Later.